All right, Gwen, what are we up to today?
Same old, just training. Today's just a run. Nothing too exciting.
Nice. It's really pretty out right now, might as
With
well.
snow.
Yeah, and the light's kind of behind the clouds.
Yeah.
It's like a Rocky training sequence. Gotta go start punching people.
If I was Rocky, I'd be like in no shirt.
Right.
No pants.
Or like the XXL gray sweatshirt.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's true. Yes.
That could be the new Gwen aesthetic.
So, I feel like there's no update on training. I feel like I'm still out of shape. I'm still just out here training. So, I'm gonna have you just talk to Pat because I have nothing to update you on.
That's right. Why? I thought it'd look cooler, and Matt agreed.
Athletes often focus on the training as being the most important part of success. You all definitely have a lot going on between kids, kind of daily routines, bringing people where they need to be. What do you think the most important thing outside of training is that you guys have gotten super good at?
The F word.
What are you talking about?
Fun.
Oh.
Fun, Matt. Come on.
I gotta get my mind out of the gutter.
No, I mean this period that we're in right now, this is all about having fun. And I think that's, we talk about metrics, training, etc. The hardest thing to measure that you cannot quantify is having fun and what that brings every day for training and ultimately racing. And so, right now, I mean, this is just fun. I mean, the smiles on, the faces of me and Gwen every single day, the smiles that, her coach Jamie has, and I think we've had these, they're not scheduled, but we just have these times when the three of us are speaking, and I'm left, every call that we have, I have a giant smile on my face, and it simply just seems fun. And I think ultimately that comes from a place of knowing that this is not a 20-year journey that we're on. This is a 2-year journey that we're on, and our time is finite, and we're making the most of it. So, I like to bring it back to thinking about, we say success leaves clues. So I looked at rock and roll bands as clues, and this is the Kiss 1999 tour. Kiss knew that they were going to come back once. They weren't going to come back again and again and again like Aerosmith. They were going to come back as Kiss for 1 year. So now we're going to do it too, but if I look to rock and roll, this is Kiss.
Such a good reference. Sick. So kind of speaking of, like, you're in this 2-year state of mind here. The Olympics every 4 years for triathlon. How comfortable are you all with these kind of 4-year cycles of the Olympics? Is that just part of how you schedule your life?
4-year cycles, I guess you can always kind of think about it that way. I break them down into years, and I guess the comfort level of that, very comfortable. So that's no problem for us, and thinking about it and breaking them down into what that means and the goals that you need to achieve. So that's, I don't want to say it's old hat, because these are new skills that we have to try and find after 6 years of them being dormant. But it's important to remember that the 5 years that Gwen was pursuing running, it's not like we were sitting on our hands doing nothing. Like, we learned some stuff then as well. So I think those were all valuable lessons, and we'll take what's now more than 10 years of this journey and try and compact it into what's less than 2 years now.
So, we've talked a lot in some of these previous videos about these new challenges of Gwen being a mother twice and balancing family time and potentially, suboptimal recovery with her training. Most people are going to see these things as disadvantages. Is there any way that, you see these things as, Gwen can maybe draw strength from what others may see as a disadvantage?
Look, for me, these are all advantages. Look, would I love a little more idle time in my life to ride my bike a little bit more? Sure. But do I find a massive amount of motivation and, I would say, focus from the, I'll call it, finite time that we have, both because of having 2 children and then simply because we're on a truncated timeline for achieving these goals. Absolutely. So no, I ultimately only see all of this as positives.
So then my next question, how much do you view this as kind of like, is training for this upcoming Olympics, are you guys repeating a formula that has worked for you previously, or is this all new? Like, are we starting from ground zero?
Well, you have to think about it as, yes, we're starting from ground zero, but you don't ignore or forget the things that you know that got you to the level that you're at. So of course we're going to draw on experiences and knowledge from the past, whether it was triathlon, running, you name it. We're going to lean into those experiences for an advantage in this next 2-year cycle.
Nice. So what's this next step look like? I hear that you're getting your au pair today.
We're picking up the au pair in about 5 hours, and we're really blessed to have Lulu come in and provide some help and be a helping hand. And then I think the rest is just normal. It's just swim, bike, and run. I think just acknowledging and celebrating the little steps along the way, but knowing that it's going to be a grind for the foreseeable future, probably the entire 2 years, and trying to figure that out. So yeah, just embracing the struggle.